Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Aditya Kumar Ojha and I'm a first year BTech student pursuing my BTech from Galgotias College of Engineering and Technology. And I'm out here to speak on the topic, are we truly free? See, for me, freedom is the defining value of our time. And as David Harley so valiantly puts it, if we were able to mount on that wondrous horse of freedom, where would we seek to take it? But in today's world, even freedom has become another buzzword that is limited and shines only in the dictionary and pales in real life. Freedom, people have fought wars, some to confiscate, some to liberate. And even in hopeless situation when everything else in your life is down and out, it is only freedom that drives you to who we are. And as an Indian, I behold and understand the value of freedom because it wasn't served onto us in a silver platter. It wasn't handed to us, we earned it. 70 years ago, we were forever thrown out from the world of darkness, only to enter a world of desires where we can hold our heads high and say with pride that we are citizens of this great country in which Gandhiji was born. To say that we have walked in a country in which great revolutionaries like Dada Bhai Naoroji and Raja Ram Mohan Roy have set fires to their souls in order to exemplify truth and morality. To say that we have respired in a country where sons like Subhash Chandra Bose and daughters like Rani Lakshmibai once spent their lives fighting till the moment the last ounce of oxygen in their body gave up. Perhaps to say that we have learnt in a country in which Ramanujan designed the magic square and which we space you mind you at 10% quicker rates and 15% quicker time than America and Russia would have done in their lifetime. See, for me, freedom is an individual choice. Every person is entitled to freedom that is as few rules for him as possible. But then again, in today's world, thoughts are being driven by other people. We aren't free to think what we want. Imagine this, we live in a society where it doesn't matter if you're wearing a $5,000 suit, where it doesn't matter if you're the best grappler, it doesn't matter if you're the best talker, it doesn't matter if you're the best overall performer, it doesn't matter if you make the two geeks standing next to you look like amateur, because let's be honest, there is an imaginary glass ceiling and none of us are allowed to break it. And I want everybody to think about this. What is that imaginary glass ceiling? That imaginary glass ceiling is the fear of failures. What happens when you fail? See, the only thing that my father ever told me was that there are three things that will be certain in your life: death, taxes, and failures. He told me that I'll be bound to fail at every single step of my life if I'm meant to succeed at that last hurdle. And yes, so to be free, we have to believe in free will, and there is no other choice. If your mind is corrupted by fear of failures, it means you're shackled with a society, incapable of achieving anything else. Unless we dumb down the fear of failures, we're not free to think what we want. So, the only thing that I can say that we are not free, and only with the closing of our eyes are we truly free.